film. It's when I do my books of the month. So we have about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 books. 8 books for February. I almost said March. Wait, March. What month is it? It's March. Okay, well it's April now. Okay, these are for March's books of the month. So yeah, every book I read in March, and it was a very interesting month for books. I have my MacBook over here, so if you see me looking down, that's what I'm looking at. Okay, I had listed some books to raise our mic up so that it's cuntier for everybody. Perfect. So, March was a very interesting month for books. I hated a lot of them. I DNF'd 2 of them. My cat is playing with the cord that connects everything, so we'll see how this goes. But yeah, March was a very crazy month for books. It wasn't great, it wasn't horrible, it was just kind of like, I mean, I read, I think, my favorite 2 books so far this year in this month, but I also read a whole bunch of horrible books. So let's get into it. The first book that I read, and I finished this one on March 1st, I think, was my cat is entranced by this. This is Down the Drain by Julia Fox. I love this book. I am obsessed with this book. I think this might be one of my favorite books I've ever read. It's a memoir. It's about Julia Fox's life. She's a actress, model. She was a sex worker for a time. It's so good. Like, not even just like a sex worker. She was a dominatrix. For her first ever job was a dominatrix job. So, like, I mean, it's gonna be a cunty story. She dated Kanye. She was an Uncut Gems. She is a makeup and fashion icon, and we just love Miss Julia Fox. Like, I don't know what to say. But yeah, it's so good. She got smacked in front of the Pope, well, the dead Pope. It's just, you have to read it for yourself. It is so good, and I love Miss Julia Fox. Yeah, it reads like fiction, but it's a memoir, because her life is so crazy. Let's see if I can find an excerpt that I really like. No, I should have picked one before. Let's see if I can find one. Okay, I'm just gonna read a sentence from the first paragraph. On the plane ride, I had asked my dad, if the plane gets in an accident, will we all die? To which he casually replied, duh. So, yeah. It's just very entertaining. I love her. So that was a 5-star read right out the gate. Loved this book down. My dad got me that for Christmas, so thank you, Dad. The next book I read was Acts of Desperation by Megan Nolan. See how I tapped it 3 times? I don't know what I even was tapping in here. This book was horrible. I'm sorry. This book was really bad. It was like, I gave it 2.5 stars. I gave it 2 stars. Sorry, my bad. I gave it 2 stars. And it's just about like a girl who's in love with a guy, but the guy's like a douchebag, and she's also not great. But it's just that for an entire book, and like nothing, like there's no plot points. It's just kind of like things happening. Like, I made dinner today. He got mad at me today. I made dinner the next day. I like to make food for him. Like, that was what it was. And I was like, okay, girl, slay, but like, why is this a bug? Sorry, Mike, you should see how my cat is laying right now, but I'm using my phone to record, so I can't show you her. But yeah, I liked the cover, so I bought it, and I just got out of my relationship, so I was like, let me read like a book, you know, like a breakup book. And this one was supposed to be that, and it was just really bad. And the chapters are so short. It's like 1 page and then a page and a half, and that's the whole chapter. So it could have gone so fast. really good. At first it was starting out and I was kind of cringing at the way it was written, but then it got there and it was so cute and sweet. It's about an unplanned pregnancy, and also friends to lovers, and also one night stand thing, and also love triangle, and also found family, question mark. So I don't know, it's really good. I really liked it. It was just like so easy to read, and like I had a great time reading it, but I didn't like how it ended. And I'm just gonna say, it's not a spoiler, but it kind of ends right after she gives birth to the baby. And I'm just like, I wanted to see like what's the lead up, if we're gonna end the book once we get done with having the baby. Isn't the baby the part where we're all working towards to like see how it goes? No. Or is that just me? Am I crazy? Am I weird? I love pregnancy stuff, like pregnancy tropes. So I was disappointed, some may say, because even in my fan fictions that I used to read that have this trope that always ends as soon as they have the baby, I want to see you guys try to make it work. Like, jeez. But yeah, that's this one. The next book that I read was The Birthday Party by Laurent Malvinier. This was a DNF. DNF. The cover was gorgeous, so I picked it up at Barnes & Noble. But it just like, it's a very dense book. Like, it's dense. Very dense. And I could not get through it. The writing is so tiny. It's so tiny. And it was like, I got literally only 39 pages in, and it was still just like describing. I hate a book that describes a lot. Like, please stop describing, just do it. I'll figure out what it looks like in my head. But like, 5, just like in my DNF video, Last Days by Alex Newman, I don't know what his name is. It just went on forever describing stuff, and I was like, please, we have gotta stop with the descriptions. Get to the point, because I don't care, and it's probably really good. It's about a little, hold on. Okay, it's a small town, and it's circling this guy's wife's birthday party. Well, just birthday, and the people start like coming to the houses and like antagonizing them or whatever, and like getting letters and stuff. As when it gets dark outside, it sounded really good on the back. But oh, also, this book is 500 pages and it takes place on one day or a day and a half. This is way too many pages for one day. I'm sorry. That's also the reason why I couldn't read it. But yes, there's that one. Then I read The English Understand Wool, and I read that one on my iPad, so I don't have that one physically, but I read The English Understand Wool, and it is by Helen DeWitt, and it is about a girl who was family story. Her parents go missing, and she's like, what? And everybody's like, what? And they're like, oh my gosh, this is tea. Basically, it's a short story. It's like 50 pages, so there's not much to say without like, ruining it. But it's her basically writing a memoir about her life. And yes, I liked it. I gave it 3 stars. Let me see if I'm a review. I'm gonna see what I wrote. Yeah, it was good. It was okay. It was too short for me to care that much about, but also too short for me to like put it down and DNF it. But it was cute. I liked it. Well, not necessarily cute. It was kind of a scary story. I mean, it wasn't scary. Whatever. I'm not gonna say anymore because I don't want to give anything away. But I enjoyed it. I'd recommend reading that one if you are into that stuff. Also, I'm in a new spot right now. I don't know if y'all are even with that or not, but let me know if you like the vibes over here. We can stay over here. But, yeah. Okay. Then the next book I read was, oh, yes. The Birthday Party by The Big Sleep, by Raymond J. desk, and just as Marlowe feels he's getting a hold of the situation, he discovers the first body. Right, so I got 106 pages in out of like 212. So I got exactly halfway. And it just started too fast. It was one of those books that, like, in the beginning of reading something, I kind of am expecting like a backstory and then like story so I can figure out who everybody is, but it kind of just like got right into it. And I was very confused because I wasn't ready for that to happen like that. And so I just put it down. Sorry, the cars are really loud outside. But I just couldn't do it. So I DNF'd it. But it sounded really good. And then I think, let me see, what dates did I read these? Okay, yeah. So I read The Library at Mount Char. This was my last like full book that I read this month. Oh, my cat's going to sleep. She's so cute. I wish you guys could see her. This book was so amazing, and I loved it so much. It was 5 stars. 5 stars for me. So we had 2 5-star reads in March. 2 5 stars, 2 DNFs, and a whole bunch of ragging bull. But yes, this is about, I mean, I got this recommendation from Kari Can Read on her videos. I love her channel. She's not ASMR, she's just booktube. But there's so much going on in this book that I'll tell you exactly what she told the video that I found the book on, because I think that's the perfect amount of stuff that you should know about this book. Like, it's kind of like, you don't want to know too much at all. So, this book, as she says, is about 12 kids who were adopted by who seems to be God, right? So they're like, okay, our dad is God, they have some powers and stuff, but then their dad goes missing, and what happens if there's no God? What happens if there's no God? You gotta read the book to find out. It's so good. It's like fantasy, thriller, horror, fiction, romance. It's almost every single genre in one, and I think this got me on a crazy fantasy kick, because I have so many fantasy books that I just picked up that I'll be showing in another video. But yes, totally recommend this one. I tabbed some things in here that were really fun, and yeah, basically that's it for that one. So that was all. I don't know how many books that I read, but that was all of the books that I read in March. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for subscribing. I love you guys dearly, and I hope that you have an amazing week.